Hello guys, welcome back to another session on page object model. Today we are going to explore some theory on page objects. So let's see what page objects are. Okay, so I will just put this in presentation mode. Okay, this has been taken from seleniumhq.org and I have put the reference below. Now what is a page object model? Page object model is basically a design pattern which has become popular nowadays in test automation for enhancing test maintenance and reducing code duplication. So it's quite a modular framework to start with. A page object is an object oriented class that serves as an interface to a page of your AUT. Now you might be wondering what interfaces are. Interfaces are the face of your application. They show what functions or methods are there in your application and do not expose the implementation of that method. These tests then use the methods of this page object class whenever they need to interact with the UI of that page. Now what are the benefits of page object model? Whenever the UI changes for the page, the tests themselves don't need to change. Only the code within the page object will change. So moving ahead, what are the advantages? There is a clear separation between test code and page specific code such as locators or their use if you are using a UI map and layout. There is a single repository for the services or operations offered by the page rather than having these services scattered throughout the tests. So this is how a high level structure of page object model is. There are page objects which are Java POJO classes and there are test classes which will invoke methods from the page objects. And these test classes are pretty easy to use. So the testers or the automation testers rather to say, if they don't have knowledge on Java, only preliminary knowledge on Java is required in order to write test cases for page object model. Since the page objects are already created for the testers by the automation developer. So that's about it for the page objects, and this is how page object model is structured. It's a very simple framework but very useful, and it's a reusable framework. So I recommend you to use the page object model framework, and this framework is evolved or rather inherited from the page object pattern, that is a design pattern in Java development. Thank you.